Shilomon arrives, Chaska arrives, Mavuyika arrives, and possibly in the future come characters that we like even more since we only know these characters and about up to 5.3 apart from Oraron or Olaron. Titlali possibly some Fatui, at least one arrives per version, but today we have warm information. And new to the new regional banner of Liyue, that will arrive at 5.2 in principle, and we have new information about the banners of the same 5.2 at expense, and you know that all this has to take as a grain of salt, and that everything can change because they are. Just a week from this day, so you can see the official beta of version 5.2, and we can confirm a lot. Things in this version that if it comes very loaded with map, with new characters, with a bit of disassociation from NATLAN, but with new area NATLAN, but with event in Dragonspine, and today, without going further, we will talk about these new banners. Commenting on 5.2 and the regional banner of Liyue, so leave a good like a good ulti of Bennett, subscribe you to leave a good comment for the algorithm. Thanks for enjoying and watching the video and the channel. Thanks for all the support for the love. Support direct support for support here on all platforms, for support on all other networks that really help me. I don't carry them because it doesn't give me time or life, and yet both Twitter and TikTok are also exploiting T. So thank you for everything, and let's get on with the banana. Well, let's start with the top of the 5.2. Number 1, there was an old news that many creators have commented, and I think that many of you have in mind that it is that they were going to come 100%. Chaska and Scaramouche, and it was said that Arlecchino was coming, and finally after Arlecchino there would be one last character in it. Doubt that perhaps it could be an Archon, since it is said that. And it is said that it is not already very proven that at the beginning of all the fair, visions of the regions, better said, always arrive the Archontes chronologically at 5 or 0.1 die 2 and 0.3. Normally, and NATLAN is repeating himself, there was talk that maybe 20 would arrive, since I think you all know, and if not, this is already leaked, but it is almost 100% confirmed that there will be an event in Dragonspine in 5.2 of the. We'll tell more about Albedo and Rindo Thiergold of, let's say, the creator of the Megaflorus, and all the lore and companion of Alice that we have learned in Simulanka just before NATLAN, on which to cast off the witches. As well, there is new information. That says, and over there is the tweet that has been shared by all the people who usually corroborate the veracity of these sources, and the leaks will come 20, as it makes a lot of sense because Mondstadt 20, the dragon spin theme, the relationship with the witches and everything else, and it is said that the last character this time will no longer be Arlecchino, and maybe they are guarding it to have a pool of amazing banners after 5.30, so that NATLAN will only increase, and after 5.1 totally. I think we all hope and believe that we deserve at least that everything NATLAN goes from less to more, because it is said that the last character will no longer be Arlecchino, but will be Albedo or Klee. And this is curious because they are already two characters that they have practically no expectation of selling Klee, of course, after all the pool of COTS Pyro we have, and having, considering the strongest top 3 of the game, plus the supposed future carry that will surely arrive in the region of NATLAN Klee. Poor thing is pretty ruled out, even though a lot of people doing showcase by the C2 click that lowers defenses, that with Kinnick, well, it combines quite decent, but little more so. Klee now has almost expectation of sale, and it's curious, and these characters. In the end, remember that we were also told after giving us a character a year and confirming that they would go to the permanently recurring, and perhaps Klee and Albedo can, and Navia revive the little Albedo, and today Shilni so. Makes Albedo's position with Navia much better than Albedo himself. Then Strange and talks about this in the new Aller of the 5.2, what we know at least is that the 5.2 will come an Archon as well as the 5.1 Nahida Wine, and the same that Raiden has come in at 5, so 20 it is going to come practically insured. And you have to see that last 4th character who, before speaking Arlecchino, and now talking about Albedo click, and now the regional banner of Liyue image, hear this. We have spoken in several videos, but the more time passes, the more the information about that in the same 5.2 will come. A regional banner of Liyue. I understand on a strategic level that is to leave people dry of proto-gamers if you cry in free to play, and they want you to clear the slightest temptation that can help you then when you get Maguika. People are totally pour and then throw money of course into the game because everything adds up, and this banner by Liyue is a tool for this class of strategies and plans, and is supposed to come a banner from Liyue maybe, and this is not yet known, may come with Zhongli. And finally, even if it's a little crazy, get an arc into this banner, it wouldn't be so crazy either, is it all? Songli, the expectation of sale again is also low, and it was when it came out at the beginning of Fontaine and at the beginning of Sumerun. Did not sell as much as expected, despite people who have a lot of respect and affection because it is Arcantus, but already after. Shilonen, the real Archangeo, is Shilonen, just like Kazuha with Venti. You know you don't have to go around much, but the famous 5-star Geo weapons that no one ever wanted anyone to use are terrible and possibly come in this banner that are then the Earthly Padlock, the Catalyst that will be around here on screen, the Sword of Isidia, the Breaks, Mountains, the Perfora Noobs or Vortex Bankisher, which is Zhongli's weapon, supposedly because it gives you attack and alive, everything very strange, but apart Lily characters who haven't come back for a long time and who everyone is asking like Ganyu or Shenhe are characters that the whole community is asking for, have literally not been here for more than a year, and Shenhe every day. Today it is with record established as the character that has taken the longest to gather in all Genshin Impact. The cryo is completely broken to this day and practically no longer use that element together with the physicist and the Geo, perhaps even though Shilonen and Navia, as they still have some visibility in the top goal of the game, are the elements that are least used, and that more. Worse treatises have been in the evolution both of the general goal of the enemies, the abysses, the teams, etc. and would square, much remembering that there are also 2 characters of the Higai in the permanent, with which Kiqing Chichi Zhongli Ganyu Shenhe. And choose your bets, but something tells me that Xiao is also a character who could fall perfectly into this banner of lie. And apart the weapons, because apart from the 4 Yoes I have said, they can quietly put some permanent ones like the Jade that did not come specifically in the previous regional banner, and some other weapon like the cutter no longer throw it. But the other Jade, that the other is the sword of hand that is also a weapon that does not come every bit, and the truth is that it is a bit forgotten, but also literally came in Leon 130 as a weapon next to the promotional banner on the part of Kiqing. That you know, the 1.3. 3 banners came if to Kiqing Hutao for the older ones, because surprise, this is a thing that already happened a long time ago. Time and that possible weapon also come that sword weapon of 44 hand of probability, and gives you more attack in proportion to your life does not come bad Ayato concretely and little more, although it gives you a lot of probability and many characters take advantage of it. Not so bad, so these are the banners and the information that empties us apart from weather or the main arc mission before. And I understand that many events, and a little apart from Nahida's own Nahida event, that his birthday and Sumeru turn may bring nostalgia, seems to be that the 5.2 is going to blow up all the Protima's head and content, so I Kita more, we leave a like one, good time to subscribe, we leave a good time LK Park. Thanks for all the affection, and I support remembering that it doesn't cost you anything and a lot positions and recommends the video so that we grow, so thank you for everything. See you in the next video.